Okay guys, I've got some easy kitchen cleaning hacks for you today. So I'm gonna share a bunch of tips and tricks today. These are things that will make cleaning your kitchen just a little bit easier, so let's get started. Okay, this first hack is about cleaning your cabinets, and this will work no matter what kind of cabinets you have. If you've got plain old wood cabinets, composite cabinets, if you have painted cabinets. I actually used this when I was cleaning our cabinets when they were wood and we were about to paint them and I wanted to degrease them. So let me show you how I do it. So I like to take some hot water, I just stick it in a spray bottle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add some liquid dish soap. You can also just make this mixture in like a Tupperware if you don't have a spray bottle, but we're just gonna probably put in like 4 or 5 pumps. We don't want it like too foamy. We don't want suds all over our cabinet or anything like that. But we're just gonna add this, we're gonna shake it up, and then we're just gonna spray it on our cabinets and wipe it down with a microfiber cloth. You could also just use like a cleaning rag, whatever you've got. This is the perfect degreaser. It gets rid of all the dirt and grime on your cabinets. You do not have to do this often. I probably only clean my cabinets like once every few months, and then I just spot clean the rest of the time. But essentially you're just gonna go over your cabinets with this and they're gonna look so much brighter and nicer. Even if you think they don't look dirty, they just somehow attract dirt and dust. Now, for the underneath of your cabinets, you need to bring out the big guns. This is what I like to use. This is a little bit more sort of like sticking power, and it's very powerful. It gets so greasy and grimy underneath your cabinets, and it's just like one of those places that you don't think about, you don't look at, especially near your stove if you do a lot of cooking. This is really important and easy to use and do. The next tip is for your drain and garbage disposal, especially if you're noticing that it's slow or clogged, or if you're noticing that it's not smelling the freshest. I like to do this every few months. Start by pouring a boiling hot kettle down the drain, and then I add about 1 cup of baking soda. After that, I add some vinegar, probably like a cup of vinegar, and I get this like bubbly volcano effect, which really loosens things up. And then once the bubbling has stopped, I will add another hot kettle and then run the disposal with some water and just kind of get it nice and clean. Then I also like to take an old toothbrush that I use for cleaning, and I will scrub the rubber flaps underneath. I will just put some baking soda onto the toothbrush head, and then I will scrub away. You will be shocked at how gross these flaps get, but this trick works really well. Okay, if you've got copper bottomed pans, you know how hard these are to keep clean. Literally, like you use it once and it needs to have a good scrub. I don't scrub mine every time. I do it maybe like a couple of times a year. But the trick for this is using Barkeeper's Friend. A lot of people think of Barkeeper's Friend as like something for like sinks or toilets, bathrooms, grout, but it works fantastically on copper. It's a specific type of ingredient that really gets the copper shining. I'm gonna insert some footage of me cleaning my pans, but it works great. All you need to do is sprinkle it on, take a little sponge, scrub it up with some water. They also sell it in like a paste form. If you don't want to use the powder, you could buy that paste. Works every time. Perfect for cleaning any kind of copper. If you've got like copper utensils or other copper things around the house, just try it. You will love it. Okay, garbage cans. I have 2 ways to clean these. The first is a trick if your garbage can is smelling bad. What you can do is take some bleach. I will do about a cup of bleach for my larger can, and then I will fill it the rest of the way with hot water, and then I will leave it to soak overnight. Once that's done, you can dump it and dry it out. But for smaller garbage cans like these, I like to simply use liquid dish soap and water, and I scrub these out. I don't use liners. These are just the ones we have in our bathroom. I just think the liners are kind of wasteful, and I think cleaning them with soap and water every few months works perfectly fine. Another hack is to use a handheld vacuum cleaner for the insides of your drawers to get any random crumbs. So I like to vacuum my drawers and cabinets before I wipe them down because that just ends up making the whole process easier. And you'd be surprised at how many crumbs and things you get in your drawers. I also love doing this in my pantry because that is definitely one place where there are always tons of crumbs and bits of things. So I just like to vacuum it out right before I clean it. You are going to love this next hack. This is my husband's coffee mug. He drinks green tea in it sometimes, and he has stained the inside of it. It has been this way for months, and I thought it was stained because the dishwasher wasn't getting it out. If you've got a mug with coffee or tea stains, just add some baking soda, a pump of dish soap, and go ahead and clean it out. I was shocked at how well this worked. Trust me, if you've got coffee stains anywhere, whether it's this kind of a mug or a porcelain mug, this will work perfectly. So most households have hard water, and you will see that on your faucet, and you'll just end up with these hard water stains and marks kind of around the faucet. So a simple trick to remove these is you simply take a little towel. I've got this reusable paper towel, and I soak it in vinegar, and then I let it sit on the stain for at least 20 minutes. You could do it longer if you've got a particularly bad stain. You know, it just depends, but the acid in the vinegar will remove it all. Look how well that worked. I also love to clean under my stove, but obviously I don't want to pull my entire stove out. That's such a pain. But what you can do, a little hack, just simply remove the warming drawer and then clean underneath that. I find that this helps so much, and this is like a huge surface area down here. I found all kinds of things when I pulled this out, even though I had spring cleaned just like a few months ago. I used some Dawn Power Wash here. You could use whatever you want. I actually find that a steam cleaner works the best because I feel like this kind of dust under here is always so caked on. But the Dawn Power Wash worked really well, and I got this super clean, and I didn't have to move any large pieces of furniture. Check it out. I love using Dawn Power Wash on my baked on dirty pans. The cool thing about this spray is that it lets you soak your dishes without any water, if that makes sense. So I just spray it down and then let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes and then clean it normally. You know, you don't even need to scrub it. And it doesn't waste as much water, I find, and it just works really well. And you kind of just let those suds do the work for you. I also think this works really well on my slow cooker because that's something you can't immerse in water. So you just spray it, wait a little bit, and clean it right out. Okay, another thing that people forget to clean in their kitchen are their light fixtures. These are so simple to clean. A lot of people recommend using like a duster. I don't love doing that because I think it just moves the dust off of the light fixture and kind of pushes it somewhere else. I guess if you're gonna vacuum, that's an okay strategy. I just simply like to use any kind of cleaning rag or cloth, and then I wet it, and then that way these fibers will trap the dust and remove it fully. Okay, I was skeptical about this tip at first, but it worked so well on my greasy stovetop. I used olive oil, but you can use any kind you have, mineral oil, vegetable oil. The oil, you can clean your greasy stovetop mess and it will slide right off. It even cleaned my burner cover really well. Sticking with the oil category, I no longer use stainless steel polish or anything like that to polish my stainless steel. If I want to get mine gleaming, I use cooking spray. You can also use mineral oil here or like food grade mineral oil, but I have the olive oil cooking spray. I had it on hand. This works even better than the polish, and there are no harsh chemicals or fumes. I totally recommend it. Okay guys, those are my kitchen cleaning hacks. If there are any hacks you want to see or anything that you need help cleaning in your kitchen, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, and I will use those to make future videos. And in the meantime, if you want to keep the hacks going, go ahead and click on this video, and I will see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.